God. Max Bauer summarizes the evidence of the resurrection of Jesus without giving any biblical consideration. He determined if the Bible is telling the truth with 4 words, which summarizes the existence of evidence for the execution of Jesus Christ. The 4 E's. Number 1, execution. No, there's not a dispute that Jesus was executed under Pontius Pilate. That's a historical fact. There's no dispute by scholars that Jesus resurrected. There are 5 ancient sources outside the Bible confirming and corroborating the execution of Jesus. Jesus' execution is a historical fact. Jesus' death is as a consequence of crucifixion and is undisputable according to well-known atheists. Number 2, early accounts. Jesus rose from the dead as found in the preserved creed of the early Christian church. Read 1 Corinthians 15:3, verse 3. And then the third evidence is the empty tomb. At the time, usually women would not be anyone's to even confirm, like any testimony by women is just really like ignored. Yeah, so women pretty much were not ones to really like give any convincing argument that Jesus actually, the tomb was empty. But you know that when Jesus died, it was a woman that discovered that the tomb was empty, and the women went about, sharing that the womb was empty. And then you saw the disciples of Jesus going towards the tomb to go actually investigate themselves to find out whether or not it was empty. So you see, at the time, there was not a reason for them to actually even claim that the women were the ones that discovered it, given the fact that women were not even believed at the time. And then the fourth one is the eye evidence. With the eye evidence, you have a lot of over like 550 people eyewitness to verify that Jesus actually did resurrect and that they actually saw Jesus, right? The women saw him, his disciples saw him, the crowd saw him. He was inside. Remember when he just appeared inside of a locked building with the disciples. He just appeared, and essentially they were all perplexed and they were all surprised, and Jesus just all of a sudden shows up. And then this was where he told I guess, was it Thomas, see my pierced hands and all of that stuff, to show, look at my ribs, that it is I, Jesus, it is I. So essentially, the eyewitnesses could attest to all of this. So these are the 4 E's.